Hello everybody, how you doing? And welcome to another Mythic Pluses and where to do about them. So right now it's actually it's pretty early in the week. I wanted to make sure I got this done before Christmas Eve and so on and so forth. And I'm doing this on Christmas Eve for everybody. But I wanted to say thank you so much for doing, amazing stuff throughout this year, checking out the videos, hang out and chat and so on and so forth. Just make sure you keep hitting that subscribe button here for when we end up going live, and lots of videos are coming. I'm probably going to be getting new videos between here and Gaming Fire probably every day for the next couple of weeks. So please make sure you hit us up. So as for what we have to do about our new Mythic Pluses, so I'm pretty sure that we've been killing it every single week, and this upcoming week is going to be week 7. Week 7 is going to be Fortified, Afflicted, and Raging. So Fortified, Afflicted, and Raging. So let's just go over that real quick. Fortified means non-boss enemies have more health and deal more damage. The Afflicted is those are they're like ghostly guys that appear, and they need to be either fully healed or dispelled before they can go away. If they do, they reduce players' hits by 100%. So you want to really get rid of those. And then the next thing after that is Raging. So any enemies that are under that are 30% health or lower, they become immune to crowd control effects and also interrupts. So you want to make sure you're on top of that and doing that. So, okay. So let us see what we're doing here. So what will we do? Where will we go? What would be the difficult stuff? So, I think once again, the tanks and the heals are going to take most of the hits, because of Afflicted. I mean, mostly because of the Fortified. I think this week is going to be pretty easy because you're going to have enough in a group to be able to dispel the Afflicteds and the Raging. If you're doing, like I said, what we do here is we try to make sure we're like, the average gamers. So that means like 20s, 21s and below, sometimes 22s. I don't know if a lot of this information pertains to that. So Waycrest Manor is going to be pretty difficult because of the Fortified, because you're going to have a lot of those group ads, a lot of interrupts, a lot of things like that. So Waycrest Manor, the ads there are going to be on the harder side, but at least the other mobs, like the bosses, are going to be easy, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. Blackrook Hold, you're going to be ending up coming on with a lot of larger group pulls, and a lot of that trash there actually hits pretty hard if you're missing interrupts and things like that. So you want to be really concerned, and you want to keep an eye on those while you're going through that. Throne of Tide, even though the groups of the pulls are on the smaller side, I'm talking like 4 or 5. I think you maybe have like one 6 pull in there. Those mobs really hurt, and the mobs going to the last hallway for the gauntlet, those really hurt too. So you got to really be careful of that stuff. I think that is going to be really interesting to see how to deal with that. And I think that if you're trying to get Throne of Tide, a portal, this might be the best week to do it. The Everbloom, there's large mob groups there, and they all kind of hurt. So you got to really be careful with the pulls. This week, when I've been pulling kind of on the larger side, but they haven't been too bad. But overall, it's not been an easy pull situation to go through. So that's something to think of there. Dark Heart Thicket, the trash there is annoying and very hard to deal with. So you have to really kind of make sure your pulls are on like not on the smaller side, but they have to make sure you continually interrupt all the group mobs. Once you end up keep doing that with the groups and everything like that, you should be okay. But there's gonna be some problems here and there. Atoltazar, I think, is going to be probably one of the easier dungeons this week. We don't have to worry about large boss mobs. I mean, the second boss is always just annoying, but he's easier to deal with. The trash packs, I guess the one before the Queen or the princess, or whichever you want to call it, the healer, might be a little bit of a difficult if you can't interrupt them quick enough. And you make sure you interrupt them to make sure up to 30, and then you got to be careful there. So you got to continue that. So be careful. Going of Infinite's Fall. There's a couple of really gross, annoying large packs. So I would recommend you take the front half this week, and then try to stealth pass the second half at the end of the dungeon, because I think a lot of the group mobs are going to be annoying, especially the stuff around the second boss. I think that's going to be really, really annoying to deal with, so be careful there. Rise. So Rise, I mean, you have that one annoying pull when you're trying to go to the split between Morchi and Battlefield. But overall, I think it's not going to be too difficult to kind of deal with. But it's just going to be more of an nuisance and an annoyance. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. So, overall, I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think that it's definitely going to be something of annoyance, but it's definitely something that it's going to be done. So, please, like I said, it's going to be kind of an interesting week. So, make sure that you and everybody else is, taking a fun, chill time this week when you're pulling, because that fortified will get you if you pull too much. But overall, if the tanks can heal, tanks can take the defensives, and the healers can heal, that's fine. If you're a tank, make sure you're using a defensive at the end of each pull, because that 30%, once you start hitting it, it's going to be really, really hard. So, as always, thank you all very much for checking this out. Make sure you support the channel by going to our merch store, which is on sale now, and also using Sub2R and Rogue Energy Drinks with Lord PeteyTV for your discounts, and also to help support the channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your holiday, and I will see you all soon. All right, love you. Bye, everybody.